might lay back for a while. Tell me what would I do if I could feel?
I can hear my hear my breathing and all
I
this.
Smell your breathing.
I got these. See, I got on good headphones today. As you can see, I'm Brandon.
Hold on, no, but this sounds good.
You got to fix my camera angle.
Yeah, these mine.
Oh no,
I want y'all to let y'all know I'm not a real big girl like this camera is showing me as. I need you to fix my angle. Get me right.
I
got on stripes too.
He can't Photoshop live video, nigga. I mean, come on. Welcome to the Streetz.
You got me looking like Large Marge. That is just not me.
Welcome to Streetz Talking Radio Show. I'm your host, a.k.a. Captain Controversy, a.k.a. 10 Pounds of Dangling Fury, a.k.a. Struggle Beard, a.k.a. TJ the Chicago Kid, with my co-host, Corn on the Cob Side, A-Cups, Super Corns.
I'm looking like the old Monique right now. That's not the right angle. Get me right.
B. Johnson.
Oh, you fire unless you get me from the back.
B. Johnson.
He on that
bullshit today.
And over here.
You got my bang right, but get my body. That ain't it. Get this body. That ain't it. I'm gonna have to stand up and let y'all know I'm not a big girl for real.
A.K. Tight Pants. A.K.A.
Right there. That's
the
what
Bridge
I look like.
Walker.
That's what I look like. Hey y'all.
A.K.A.
What?
Selling Plots. A.K.A. Mr. Norman.
Oh, you tried.
What's up, y'all?
How the fuck y'all doing after the last 7 days?
I'm A-okay.
I don't know.
Yes. Don't I look refreshed?
You've been fucking. You've been fucking your husband.
Actually, I haven't.
She
Your Honor,
like
get my microphone straight. Your Honor,
she lied like
I have not been having relations with my husband. Okay.
High lovely relation.
I actually spent the weekend in Denver. I was on my Eat, Pray, Love trip that I scheduled prematurely.
You smoke a lot of weed.
Prematurely. No, I did not. For the people in the back, okay? So you can hear me loud and clear. No, I did not. But it was something different. I like Denver, but I just could not get used to the altitude. Like they had me feeling like a real big out of shape girl out there. I was trying to walk from the parking lot to the hotel, and I damn near passed out. Like I could not breathe out there.
You couldn't breathe?
No, I couldn't breathe.
So did it eventually get better?
A little bit, like on the third day, but I still, sir.
Yes.
Could you get your audio in order?
I'm trying to get us.
I'm telling the people about my trip.
Don't nobody get fucked about
by
that
the
trip
third
with your
day,
motherfucker.
I was feeling a little better, but still, like I almost passed out. Like it was just a whole hot mess.
B is a bounty hunter. She goes and she tracks down criminals.
I look for people with fat fingers and petite wrists, and I couldn't find you out there. Okay. So yes, I had a fantastic time in Denver, and yeah, shout out to Denver.
Norman, what did you do this fucking weekend? I know it was nothing interesting.
No, nothing spectacular.
No Mary J. Blige concert.
You always trying.
No Mary J. Blige, but I played her in the car, and that's
was she in tune in the car?
She was in tune.
She was in tune.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything. Oh no, I take that back. Yeah, I got we'll talk about that later in the segment. But
I'm scared to even know what the fuck you want us to wait to talk about.
No, just get into it.
Just go straight into it.
Because he didn't do shit this weekend.
I did do something this weekend.
What you do?
I binge watched Daredevil. Didn't do shit.
You bench press with your neck. What you do, Norman?
Yeah, you better go over to Norman because this shit is not gonna end well for you.
And I need him to fix my ankles. This is not right.
Ain't no angle that can fix your ass.
Okay, let me sit up right.
The only angle we got is a bag to put over your whole body.
And why you keep switching me like that? Look, y'all got me wrong.
With that throwback Prince hat on, you got on.
You a hater. I got much love for my hat.
Yeah, whatever.
You can't take.
What the fuck?
We was talking about Norman's weekend.
So, no,
because he had things interesting.
Mine were interesting. My ex called me.
Where's our
after,
chat?
Yo, what?
One of my exes called me after maybe 8 or 9 years, probably 10 years.
Wow.
I'm normally.
He's seen you on the show.
I wouldn't go.
No, he's never. No, we're not even friends on Facebook.
I wouldn't ask.
Somebody told him he famous now.
Girl.
Because Norman has had sex with a woman at least once.
What does this have to do with Norman
that's neat because we need to know
he
what
want me to be straight so bad. That's
Wait, hold up. Is the air out again? Did I go funny?
No, I feel like you menopausing.
You know she sleep in front of a fan, even in the motherfucking wintertime.
She need them Oprah pearls.
Be sleep in front of a fan, even in the wintertime.
Well, I guess I'm trying to get caught back up from Denver.
From Denver.
It's hot in here though. They trying to give you a pass.
No, I'm telling you. Look, I'm gonna hit this Megamillion tonight.
And give me some bomb pussy.
No, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna send you to gay conversion therapy.
Shit ain't working either. You tried it.
Hold on,
that's why the Rainbow Children are trying to whoop your ass right now.
Hold on, you remember that movie though?
Huh?
You remember the movie?
What movie?
It was a movie where they was trying to convert. I forgot who it was, but they was trying to convert all these group of people into. They were gay. She sent them to a camp, and they was trying to make them all straight.
No.
God damn it!
It wasn't Sleepaway. Angela. It wasn't Sleepaway Camp.
No.
Angela.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you to gay conversion therapy.
You tried it.
It won't work.
That shit is up. That Megamillion up to 1.6 billion. That's a lot of fucking money. I know. Look, a lot of you motherfuckers do not want me to hit that shit. Because it's gonna be some motherfuckers disappearing, starting with my oldest daughter's mother.
Oh my God! Did you really say that? Excuse me. Let us do the disclaimer once again. The views expressed here on this show are those exclusively of TJ the Chicago Kid. I put his government out there, but not just yet. Yes, thank you. Let me get my angle again.
Oh my God! You don't stop this shit.
Switch that. Don't do me like that.
Oh my God. Getting on my fucking nerves.
I should have stayed in the real chair over there.
You should stay in the wheelchair.
The real chair. Y'all trying.
You don't need this
shit. You know what? That chair and that camera view is actually making him look
you look slim, and you're not that. You're definitely not that. And they got me looking like the old Monique.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Y'all won't give me Netflix.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. It was that fucking red shirt I wore last week.
No, it was every shirt you wear. Because you got on the red hat and it still doesn't make you feel.
It made my hair look smaller though.
Lies. Your neck's still big.
I know you not talking with that motherfucking funeral home hat you wearing.
No, you trying it.
You wearing
take this off.
Look, don't because you know that cream of nature ain't holding.
You lying. I got Indian in my family.
Yeah, okay, Indian.
And I had the mountains touch this here scalp.
The mountains?
So, yes, the mountains.
Oh,
I was in the mountains. I had a conversation with the mountains, and I told them that I was going to be celibate for 6 months.
You were selling a bit.
I didn't sell a bit, but I'm going to celibate. No, I'm going to be celibate.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Who calling me private? They know I'm famous on the show. Why? What do you mean?
What your husband going to do while you being celibate?
We having what I like to call the pussy wars right now.
The pussy wars?
He's trying to get it.
He got a pussy?
No.
So how you having pussy wars?
That's what it is.
Oh, so
you trying to get it? I'm trying to block it.
He not really trying to get it. He don't want your motherfucking ass.
You're lying.
He don't want that.
Calling the show. So what's our number?
301-232-5700.
I don't watching right now.
I don't think the shit worked because don't nobody ever call into this motherfucker.
No, actually they tried to call last week.
They did?
Well, we had technical difficulties because the kids got us shut down.
Oh yeah, YouTube went down last week. Hopefully that shit don't happen again this week.
Like I don't even see the chat.
Let's see
Is
if
anybody
it works.
here with us?
I haven't even started it up because you all don't do this, so you don't post it
What
on
do you
your pages.
mean?
What
The
you mean?
people are chatting and we chat with the people.
We have to start the thing up in order.
I mean,
I'm
well,
gonna put it on
Janky
this.
again.
It's
I'll be
real
calling
ratchet
the
because
show.
it's not even. I'm calling the number and it's not
Oh my
ringing.
God.
See,
this is-
Why is it not ringing?
this is the shit I'm talking about.
Fugazi. Who is in charge
Trump.
of that? Is it the same person that's in charge of the air? Because we're in trouble. Molly, you in trouble, girl. Molly, you in trouble, girl. It's hot. And our line ain't working.
It's fucking terrible, yo.
And
What
here
the
we
fuck?
are. We trying to get
This is
syndicated.
what, the third week? The third week?
No, this is the fourth week.
week?
This
What
is
you
this
buzzing?
actually the fourth week.
The fourth
man.
week and the phone number not even
Yes,
working?
and he been
Yeah.
trying to get a buy since the first episode.
Right.
I mean, I'm just
Well,
saying.
grab
we're
the-
trying,
grab the
okay.
mic.
Hey,
Talking
Lauren.
to the mic.
Lauren says she here.
Lauren there.
Lauren, tell your friends get in here too.
Oh, what's up, Lauren? With
we need more than one
your big head
listener.
ass. See, I'm
And to all the people that told me they was gonna listen, I got cases on each and every
cases on each one of you
Can I-
motherfuckers that be
can
lying to
I look at
us.
that on my phone?
Can you look
I
at what
don't know
the
if
chat?
it's
I don't think
on.
you can see the
I
chat,
don't think you see the
Norma.
chat on the phone. But we were talking about the Mega Millions
Yeah, we talking about the Megamillion.
and how many big belts that you gonna buy if you win.
I'm not
So
gonna
what
buy
are you
no
gonna do?
belts.
What are you gonna-
What
what are you
am
gonna
I
get,
gonna
really?
do? I have 5 children,
Yes.
so I figured this is how it works out. It's $1.6 million right now.
Billion.
Billion.
Get it right.
If you take out if you take the cash out, the straight cash out,
Cash
you're gonna
option.
get $904
I need you to get your vocab up.
$904.6 million,
Which is still good.
which is still good, but you still have to consider taxes.
Taxes, okay.
The taxes, you know how taxes work.
But
There's-
that's after the city tax.
No.
That-
That's before the taxes.
Okay.
904. That's the cash out option. Then after the taxes, you're gonna pay like
40%.
maybe 33% with federal and Maryland with us. So that leaves you
Each.
with roughly
Each.
$700 million. It's not exactly
But it's
what
still a lot
I'm
of
looking, but
money.
it's still a lot of money.
That's some money.
I'm telling you, it's some motherfuckers in high school that used to fuck with me.
They used to
Y'all
tease you.
ass is in trouble.
You're gonna be Me Too'd out.
I don't give a fuck.
They got cases. They waiting for you.
Oh, yeah,
You're gonna be Me Too'd out. You
But
might
see-
as well pass your money.
but see,
going
here's
to
the
somebody
thing,
So
else.
though.
you used to get bullied?
Because you're gonna be
used to get
tied
bullied
up in
in school?
When I
litigation.
was I didn't necessarily
your
get
lunch
bullied
money.
in school, but I was small.
Okay.
I know that's really hard for you all to fucking understand, but I used to always be like one of the smallest kids in the class. So
You trying to make up for that?
so I'm
now.
making up for that shit now. So it's a lot of motherfuckers out here. Willie McKay.
He dropping.
You know
names.
the names?
I will whoop his ass today if I ran.
Willie McKay, come meet us at the
Come
studio.
on down here to the DMV.
If I ran into Willie McKay today, I would whoop his motherfucking ass.
Well,
He gonna beat
is he
the brakes
alive?
off you and take your
Yeah, I
canteen.
heard he lives in Vegas right now.
He gonna take your canteen.
Willie
Now, he gonna
McKay
take
from
a-
Vegas.
Willie McKay from
Willie
Vegas.
McKay.
I will
Call
beat
into
his
the number
ass.
301-232.
Eric Roberson.
5700. The singer, the
No. There's another Eric, motherfucking Chip Tooth, Mr.
Of
Tooth
course
Eric.
you
We
don't know
played
the
football
singer.
together. He was another motherfucker.
He's
but
still
see,
alive?
he knows I want to whoop his ass. He done already had his motherfucker. He done already had that word passed to him. Cause see, I ain't little TJ no more. I'm a
So
big
are you just
motherfucker.
gonna get back from the people
Yeah,
that fucked
absolutely.
with you?
You remember that episode of Martin when he went back to his 21 cat class reunion and he started checking names off?
Was it
That's
Ricky
me.
Fontaine?
That's Ricky Fontaine. Goddamn right.
Ricky.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking disappear. My family, they're gonna call my phone number and the number gonna be disconnected. $1.6 million down
a
to
lot of
$904
money.
million
Yes.
to down $600 to $700 million. I'm gonna set some money aside for my children and I'm just gonna disappear. I'm just gonna like Forrest Gump, just run across the fucking world.
You know,
I'm gonna fuck hoes on every goddamn continent.
You can do that
raw
now.
too.
Yeah, you can do it now, but it's a whole lot easier when you got $600
And
million.
you going raw because you got the Magic Johnson money.
Absolutely, because I got money to buy that Magic Johnson
We
medicine.
told y'all don't listen to him. Okay, we already told you.
Safe
I got
sex,
that.
safe sex.
I got that.
Thank you.
I got that Magic Johnson HIV medicine money. I ain't gonna never need no shit.
Yeah, okay.
What the fuck else has been going on?
myself personally, I need to tell you how I'm going to spend my millions. that
Oh
are
God.
coming. I want to start out in a long conference room with the big old table. I want it Godfather style. You know, I'll get my friends and my close family and my good Judies here. I'm coming in with the bikini and the fur down to my feet.
Oh God.
Discuss. I'm gonna let them know this is what I'm leaving you. I'm purchasing me an island somewhere. And I'm ghost. Y'all got y'all coin. Y'all do what y'all do.
Hey, B husband. We
already discussed how we gonna divvy up these coins.
Oh, so you giving him something?
I bought his lottery tickets, so his tickets is in my hand.
So you gonna give him some money?
I break bread.
You break bread with it? You break
yeah. I might even slide my baby for a change.
I've already said that I'm gonna get Norma some gay conversion therapy.
I'm gonna get him. What's the guy? I'm delivered.
I'm getting.
I love women's.
This shit is so funny. I'll be watching.
I'm getting B some corn removal surgery. Get them motherfucking bunions removed off your feet.
You should look at trying to get like a tummy tuck or something like that.
A breast lift.
Have fun with it today.
You really should.
Neck reduction.
Have fun with it today. Fuck both of y'all.
Get that Anthony Hamilton taken off your face.
Oh, you know this shit is. It was cool in the beginning, but this shit is starting to struggle.
It's making me itch.
I'm starting to look like a moisturized Trump in the beard area.
Not so much moisture.
Trump motherfucking beard look dusty. Hey motherfucker, what happened to you Sunday night? You had things to do. You didn't shut down your motherfucking IG page.
Who on your screen?
That lets you know. Oh, that's
that Nestle?
That's my great niece. You motherfucker. Don't you dare.
What you shut down your IG page for? Really?
I need to sign in.
Trump has he got issues. That's all it is.
Norma, how you gonna spend your monies? Cause we rich around here. We should have got in a pool. I got pools galore out there. I'm swimming everywhere.
I'm not doing no motherfucking
and
pool.
y'all better, I got snap pictures of all the tickets. So if y'all try to run off with my coin,
I'm telling you right now, you let me hold on to the ticket. Ain't nobody getting no motherfucking money. Cause
you know what I would buy? I would buy a private jet, and I would buy a compound in like 3 different countries.
Yes,
a compound.
I love it.
A compound.
What the fuck is a compound?
A compound, like a compound.
Oh, a compound.
Yeah, a compound to
what
build.
What did you think he said?
compound.
Compound.
Yeah,
same damn word.
Because he chewing fucking gum.
But it's the same word. You repeated the same word twice.
I'm getting a compound.
like he missed the thesaurus and said the same damn word twice. Oh.
So what you gonna have, but like gay orgies and shit?
No. It's all about real estate. That's what it's about.
Fuck the gays that look.
And I'm gonna sneak in a punch.
The views,
like the Lakers. I'm gonna sneak in a punch just like that.
The views of TJ Chicago Kid and Trump, the good Trump, are not the views of Mr. Norman and B. Johnson.
This show even got my Google account locked up. They said it looks suspicious. This janky ass show right here, I'm telling you.
That's your shit.
Never get nowhere as a people.
I see some people in the chat room, so let me go ahead and start spamming these motherfuckers. You motherfuckers be adding me to all these damn groups on
That's
Facebook.
because you don't have no friends.
No, they just add me to shit just to motherfucker.
No, you said you got 30 chat groups that you in. That's because you don't have any real friends.
I have people just add me
once
to
we
shit.
Get you some good old Puerto Rican and white friends.
I don't want no Puerto Ricans.
You're gonna be out there. You're not gonna want.
I don't want no Puerto Ricans and white friends.
You're not gonna.
I don't need a lot of.
You just got a lot going on in your life.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because you do. I think you actually do.
I don't have a lot that's going on.
You know, I'm glad at the opening of the segment, he said something that I realized really affected him, and it's the fact that he was small and he was bullied a lot.
Yes, I caught that.
That
so
coming out.
Like people.
Yeah, and he wants to bash everybody.
Trump, you hit his
free therapy session.
Let me explain.
So you know what? I'm gonna stop talking about you the way that I do.
Let me explain something.
I feel a little sorry.
Let me explain something to you. Everest College psychology degree having motherfuckers.
ICDC.
Whatever the fuck.
Test college, bitch.
Cut that shit out.
ICDC college.
Motherfucking GD had motherfuckers trying to psychoanalyze me.
But yes, I think it's messing with you, and I see a little vein popping out your neck. So I'm not going to talk about you. I like your hat.
Hey,
I like the way that you're supporting.
Yeah, and from this point, like even on Facebook, I won't do any more of the coming back at him, talking about how fat he is and all of that stuff.
He's not that fat, okay?
Look,
the camera adds 20 pounds to you.
Let me explain something to you all that are so uninformed about who I am at my core.
About some real stuff.
I don't give a fuck what y'all say about me. That shit don't bother me. I got the skin And the thickness, don't you fucking go there.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking go there.
Of a what?
Of an armadillo.
Of a marshmallow.
Really?
I'm an armadillo. I have armor. I can take it, goddammit. Not pause. I can pause.
Yeah. What is it? I think he got another color.
I'm thick-skinned.
Shit. Halo.
I'm fucking thick-skinned.
I see orange.
I don't give a fuck about that shit y'all talking about.
My God.
Tangerine,
He got
baby.
2 more colors to get, girl.
Speaking of lottery, what was that story you've been trying to do the last couple of weeks?
Yes. God damn it. And I didn't
Look at your ass unprepared.
No, yes, because it's so fitting for this week. Because I used to watch the show, The Lottery Changed My Life. Mm-hmm. It came on one of those channels or whatever. And it would talk about how these people won all these millions or so, but then how their life drastically changed. Mm-hmm. And it's like the Biggie song, the more money, more problems.
Yeah.
I mean, these people would collect like hundreds of millions, and then like their children will be turned out on drugs, or you know, the people just start to rob them, or they'll be turned out on drugs. Mm-hmm. So I came across this one story of a guy that he won millions of dollars, and then he ended up being a bank robber.
Really?
Yes, slide the note to the teller, run me the dollars. Yes, yeah. So basically, how he blew through his money, he buying Ferraris and all these expensive cars, running with the elite and everything, and
he ran out of money, basically.
No, he had a bad drug habit. You know, once you're in those circuits, once you're in those circles, you're exposed to everything, and you know, life is grand to them. Well, how they you know, figure life is, but what got him was the IRS. So he was not paying taxes on his money, I guess, yearly as he's supposed to, and the IRS seized all his accounts.
That's normally how they used to do it in the beginning when they first came out with the lotto. Yeah. Before they do it now, because like now you win, they take their money off the top
before you get it.
Before you get it. But way back when the lotto first started, once it got up to like $1 million and $2 million, they would just, you either had the option of taking the cash or getting it over 20 years. Right. But when the people would take it, the cash payment, they wouldn't take the taxes out. So the IRS was trick bagging everybody, and the state was trick bagging because they would let you go and you ball out for a fucking year. Oh, I got this money, I'm gonna ball out for a year, and then come the following year, you got this big ass fucking tax bill, and you ain't saved no fucking money, and then the remainder, whatever it is you have, they go ahead and fucking seize it. So a lot of times people will win in the lottery, and within 2 or 3 years they will be broke because they never took care of their fucking taxes.
No, but this guy, he ended up robbing the bank when he was 55 for one, but he took the annuity payment.
He took the annuity
payment. But what people don't realize is that on all the property and all the things that you buy, and you have to pay these taxes on it. Right. You got property; these are yearly taxes.
Right.
And so if you're not paying these taxes, IRS is coming for that ass, and they're waiting for you to slip up. So they seized all his accounts. So yeah, now he's out and he has these habits and all the stuff.
When did this happen?
She don't fucking know. We don't need the date.
I mean, I had the story like weeks ago when I was on it. Now that I went to Denver in a high altitude, and it's kind of erased my memory. But anyway, I think he ended up doing like 7 years in prison or so.
For the robbery.
For the robbery. Yeah, he had Lamborghinis, Porsches, Harleys, $1 million oceanfront condos.
What?
Yeah.
You should be enjoying life.
What's up, James Newborn in the chat room? Y'all join us in the chat room. If you go to the link on me, B, or Norma's page, you can go straight to the YouTube page. Log in, get in the chat. We want to interact with you guys. And we want to talk shit, suspect.
All in the middle of my damn story that I'm saying.
Up. The number is 301-232-5700.
The line don't even work.
It don't work?
No, it don't work.
He told you that, and you still gonna.
We just gonna give y'all Trump personal phone number.
Yeah.
Well,
his line ain't ringing no way.
They say the number's working, so call in.
Look, I'm ringing it now.
Let's see if this. But let me get back. Let me get back.
Look,
yes.
It's still ringing. It's ringing. Somebody about to pick up.
But yeah, so people don't realize, like, you say you want all this money, but if you never had money, that's a different world that you sink yourself into.
Right.
And it's a lot of different pressures that you're not
used to.
You're not used to.
Right. How do you get that much money after being broke? and then go broke.
But you see it all the time with athletes, entertainers, all of them. They don't respect the taxes first and foremost.
They don't respect the tax. Well, there's a problem that goes in with athletes that get money. They don't respect the taxes. They don't respect the game, so they get trick bagged by these hoes.
Yeah, pretty much.
They like raw dogging these bitches, and then the next thing I do, but see, I'm fixed. I can afford to raw dog a motherfucker because I know
you didn't just start raw dogging.
It ain't gonna be no $35,000, $40,000 a month child support payment associated with that shit. So I can afford to bust nothing there because ain't nothing gonna come out of it. But these athletes, they don't learn about money management. They don't learn about their finances, and then they end up being broke. But
James said he tried calling in. Not
James, look.
Give him your phone number.
Let me tell y'all, James got the worst motherfucking phone service in America. We tried to do a podcast
Metro
one night.
PCS is with T-Mobile now.
I don't give a fuck, but James motherfucking ass, he got like a straw in the cup that's pulling with his shit. His fucking phone service is fucked up.
Oh, he said he in the house. I mean, he calling from a house phone. Rotary.
Yeah, he got a rotary phone. The number's 301-232-5700.
But back to the athletes and their money. Go ahead.
Yeah, they fuck up their money. So I know. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. No. I know that if I get a bunch of money, I'm gonna set some money aside in some kind of like trust.
Do you got the phone connected to our phone? Like, why? Who calling me private?
Right, I'm getting all kind of shit. I'm getting all kind of shit right now.
It's the man. He trying to take me under.
Right. The fuck is this kind of shit that's going on? What else we talking about?
Disturbed.
B has a subject matter that she wants to she had a question.
Can you tell me what my question is? You don't be telling me my story, but don't tell me what the story is.
You don't know. You're going to get the breakdown on the phone. You are the fucking worst. You should have that shit up so you know how we going.
Somebody was calling me private, and I don't do private.
You know what it is. That nigga trying to find out, can he come over and smile?
He going to bring me a dozen and some Absolute.
Yeah.
Large, please.
The question is, and we've been trying to touch on it. Oh yeah, the other story that you wanted to talk about.
I got papers.
We got some quick stories we want to run across.
That's old.
I want to update personally on the story of the boy that got accused of grabbing a white woman's ass at the bodega.
Yes.
So of course, when they originally interviewed this little boy, they asked him, did he forgive the woman? He's like, no, I don't forgive her. Something wrong with her. She crazy. She needs some help. This was the natural instinct of this little boy. And if you have heard my show and you've heard me say it on this show, black people got a real problem, particularly with this shit with forgiveness when people ain't really asking for it. So now ABC News is up interviewing the boy and interviewing his mother. And this black lady asked this black boy, do you forgive her? Now, all of a sudden, the mother forgives her and the boy forgives her. I don't understand this. Maybe this is because Norman likes to always say, because you don't believe in God. That's probably why the way you feel the way you do.
Is that Norman's voice?
That is Norman's voice. But I think this Christian thing, we need to shake this shit off because this whole forgiving our enemy shit, it don't fucking work. I think that boy's natural reaction to say, fuck her. You know, she accused me of some shit I didn't do, and I'm not fucking around with this old pasty-ass white woman.
That's what you want the 9-year-old to say.
I mean, that's not what he said, but essentially what he was saying was, I know I don't forgive her. But after constant pressure, we're always being asked to forgive. There's a fundamental difference. When black people have violated by white folks always asking us, do you forgive them? Yeah, we forgive them. Then when black people violate white folks, they pull the white people out of the courtroom after the verdict comes down and ask, did you seek justice? Nobody ever asked. I can't think of a single time where whites were violated where they were asked, do you forgive the person that did it? They only asked us that shit. They don't ask Jews that. They don't ask Asians that. They don't ask Hispanics that. They only ask us, which speaks to a larger question of what kind of mind fuck is being put on us when we're always being expected to forgive our transgressors.
It's like same mind fuck since slavery.
I wish people would see it because had it been my children, they already know. My kids ratchet than a motherfucker. So it wouldn't have, look, if y'all do some shit to me or do some shit to my children, don't stick no camera in our face and ask us about forgiveness because you're gonna get an answer that you don't fucking like. Moving right along. What was your story about? I know you had one about that. We're not gonna go into that subject yet. You had the other one that you wanted to talk about the The thing.
What thing?
The thing that you were saying that you wanted to say that didn't make no.
You make this show so unprofessional when I got all these papers lined
And she got all these fucking notes, and
you
she
talking
can't.
about thing
And she got a 3rd grade reading level.
I'm talking about you talking about things and everything.
Look, so
what
the next,
things you
the,
tell me what story
the
you
next
want me to
story.
talk about?
I don't want to talk about what you. Well, let me go in here and see what the fuck you said. Something to me.
This is so
You
shady.
said you wanted. You said you wanted to talk about genital warts. No, I'm just playing.
I don't know anything about.
The question B has.
Yes, please. Refresh.
B
I've been
is,
in Denver and I'm smart this week.
She's so progressive and she's so optimistic. The question that we want to know or we want to discuss tonight is the American dream dead?
I got the paper sitting right here. What are you talking about?
I was segueing into that segment.
How? Anywho, like we're gonna get better as a
All
people.
I'm saying
So,
is at the next show, there's a much smaller person that's sitting in this chair.
We'll have a better producer and a better cameraman who's gonna get my angles.
With a better
Correct.
hat and better permed
My
hair.
bangs
Do
is
not be
swoop.
surprised. So the question is the American dream dead?
Yes.
You believe the American dream is dead?
I do, actually.
Okay.
And
Explain
basically,
yourself.
so I was looking at a special on PBS,
Mm-hmm.
and they were polling the people asking if the American dream was still alive, and 40% said that it was dead. And a lot of millennials, the younger folks, don't believe in American dream.
Well,
So,
the question becomes what actually is first of all, for those who aren't familiar, what is
Yes.
the American dream?
okay, the American dream is that the dream of land in which life should be better and richer and fuller for everyone with opportunity. Basically, a house with a picket fence, with a spouse
Look how you say
and
that
kids.
shit. How you say picket
I mean,
fence.
this is how it was painted to us. You had to have a picket fence for it to be official. With the kids and the dog and all that, and you know, the fancy bumper sticker on the minivan, like. So that American dream, that you really weren't established unless you owned a home and had a family or so.
Okay.
So that American dream.
I'm surprised you saying that you think it's dead.
Absolutely.
Now,
You
why do
think it's like it's dead, or you think it's
I think it's dead. Like people don't aspire
to want more?
to not to want more for that dream and those goals.
Oh, okay.
You know, they're saying now that people just want financial stability.
I mean,
And
well,
not
you-
so much,
You want
not
the
so
bare
much the
minimum.
house and the dog and all that. They want to be stable. And you know, for myself, like I've owned homes.
You own homes. Ooh, go girl.
I mean, once upon a
girl.
time, you know, I've owned homes. I really don't care to be a homeowner unless I own it.
Homeowner
Unless I
can
own
suck.
it free and right with the deed, paid for. I don't wish for me. I don't think having a mortgage is actually owning your home.
No, it's not.
So, like, I think we were spoon-fed bullshit to begin with on the American dream,
So you
things
think
to
that-
stimulate the economy and to keep you.
You think it was just a marketing ploy?
Absolutely.
A marketing ploy to basically get people in debt.
Absolutely, yes.
Norma, what are
And
your
still
thoughts?
slavery.
What are
yes.
your thoughts on
Now
it?
you're slavery to this home.
'Cause we have
you're
this-
slavery to this
Yeah, I
car.
mean-
You're slavery to these things.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess that's a way, because all of this kind of circumvents around like your credit and stuff like
Circumvents,
that.
he uses
yeah,
big
so,
college
Yes.
words.
I was about to say
got to.
circumcised what?
I'm being a little political nowadays. Here you go. So yeah, I mean, I think with like having good credit is ideal. Of course, having a credit score to be able to get you like the car you might dream of or you might want, or like just having a house, all that kind of circumvents around your credit score, I'll
Right.
say, and your job and stuff like that
And
too.
a credit is what?
Huh?
You get money from the man to pay the man back.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, in
just
so many words.
actually just still being attached.
Yeah.
So-
until it's paid off.
So essentially, it's not really a dream. It's more of it's not really a dream that you get instantaneously. It's like a dream deferred, because until you become essentially debt free, you really don't own shit.
Yeah.
When you got a lien holder's title on your car, and you have a lien holder on the title of your house, and you have credit cards that afford you to acquire things, but that
at
you
any
can't.
Given time, they can come snatch your shit.
They can come snatch your shit. It's just really not. I mean, because we get marketed shit all the time.
The dream becomes a nightmare.
We're about to come into the big marketing season with Christmas coming up and the holiday season. And
nowadays they made up holidays for every damn day.
Oh, they make up.
So they're trying to make money for everything.
It's
side
sad.
piece holiday.
It's sad because we fall
side
for
piece holiday.
Side piece holiday. Yes.
We fall for the shit.
Get a 2-piece and a biscuit.
We fall for the shit all the time, though.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we fall like. Traditionally speaking, they say it's about $1.2 trillion that's spent in the economy during the holiday season. And for those of you all listening, they said 600 million of that is spent by the African American community. Now we only according to a report done by Nielsen, we spend $1.3 trillion in the economy for the year, but during the holiday season, almost half of that is spent between November 1st and December 25th. And
January 2nd, you trying to come up with your rent money.
You come up with your rent money. Tax season come around. Me and B know about it because we do the tax shit. January come around, these motherfuckers be rushing to get their taxes done because they ain't paid the rent for December or January.
Spending
and they need that money to catch up. Then they need that money to pay for their trip to Miami or Vegas for their birthday. It's just fucked up spending habits. So
all weekend.
Right. We just acquire a whole bunch of fucking debt. Thinking we have. I have a house. And it is a pain in my ass. You know, new roofs, flooding.
Debt to everybody.
Right. It's just a continuation of debt. I just want to get hit by a Metro bus.
Oh God.
Get a nice check.
What's wrong with you?
Get a nice check where I can all I need is as long as they don't give me nothing more than a lamp.
So you gotta be careful what you ask for.
Give me no
like
more than a permanent lamp. Because Metro pays out. They don't even fucking argue. They just pay out the damn claim.
And now once they watch this episode,
and then I step in front of Metro buses all the time. Fuck it.
Oh my gosh.
I step in front of a Metro bus in a heartbeat. I got to have it.
And they look at you and be like, oh, he already got on the neck brace. Oh,
right.
That's just his neck.
Don't make me snatch that hair off your head. I'm telling you, they gonna think differently of it. Your bangs and shit. So,
but yes,
I guess what would be, because a lot of stuff.
What would be the American dream?
I think the American.
If you could rewrite the American dream, what the meaning of the American dream would be, what would be your version?
My American dream is peace of freaking mind, and what I mean by that is like no stress. I don't want to be. That's
post-coitus sex. I mean, after you get your nut, just peace of mind right there until you come to your senses.
Not until he leaves.
Your legs stop shaking until that motherfucker get up and leave. You have that moment.
No, I mean it's just like peace of mind. You don't want to be. I don't want to be bogged down by bills.
The chat room is jumping.
You know, I want to be able to travel when I want. You know, I want to be able to live my life on my own accord and not be bogged down with somebody else's BS.
Okay.
And that's pretty much what we're doing. Like when we're working for somebody else, like we're working to make them rich.
Yeah.
To do what? To pay bills.
I think
that's going in somebody else's pocket.
I don't necessarily think home ownership is the American dream. I mean, you can own.
It's a way. It's a way to the American dream.
You can own a house, but I don't necessarily think that owning something, even if you own it free and clear, and then having to pay taxes on it. Like, what the fucking purpose of the taxes? Don't I own this land? Don't I own this property?
No, you gotta pay the man.
Why do I have to keep giving you fucking money annually? I think that the acquisition of land, like if we just went and bought a bunch of land that we can do what the fuck we want with it, unregulated,
right,
would be essentially
living off the
American dream. I think
I don't think, where do they do that at?
Part of the American dream.
It's people that live off the grid, but they still have to pay taxes.
Here's the funny thing: you have people that come into this country from other countries, and their pursuit of the American dream is acquiring as much wealth as they acquiring. Fuck you, acquiring as much.
We need our people to know
as much wealth as possible in order to go back to the land which they came and live more comfortably.
Yeah.
And up until recently, we didn't have that. we didn't have, particularly African Americans, we didn't have that. We didn't have nowhere we can go. But in Ghana, they have a program now where they're allowing us to get citizenship.
I think was that what Akon was promoting?
I don't think it was Akon, but I think the president of Ghana has gone on the record and said that he wants us to come back home. And what we should do is we should look into that instead of always continuing to pour our money into America.
Why should we just look into Ghana instead of other places?
Just anywhere that you can
like
acquire land.
Other places like what?
Anywhere, maybe South America, anywhere that you can acquire land. Like, because there's a lot of places where the cost of living is so cheap.
Well, I mean,
like I have a girlfriend that's been in Europe for like 6 years.
I'm not doing Europe.
She's been backpacking, but she was in. I'm not even gonna get the country wrong, but she was telling me that her rent was $20 a week.
Really?
I said, baby, that's my lunch. I'll be living it up for the month.
That's your lunch for a week.
That's my lunch for the day.
Oh, I was about to say, you better stop it.
Supersize me,
you
bitch.
Better stop.
Don't try me. You know what? I want extra fries on mine. But yeah, so no, I really think that until you've actually owned, you won't realize that the American dream was a scam.
Right, it is a scam. It is
until you actually own. Like we have Cynthia here in the chat room. She says she's a renter too, and she loves it.
After 20 years of home ownership, like because you get to walk.
It's a freaking scam.
Because just to let you all know.
But then watch this though. How different is it going from home ownership to renting? At the end of the day, you still paying somebody else's dream off.
Well,
it both ways. But then you have that freedom.
But that goes
whenever you're ready to go. You're not tied down.
What Norman says is legitimate though, because it's like we're going into the workforce industry. If you're not working to secure your own dreams, then somebody will hire you to build theirs. So I get what he's saying, that you continuing to pour wealth into somebody. Some people don't want the responsibility of home ownership,
right?
And the fact that you're getting
everybody wants to be rich.
You want to get taxed.
Well, the idea.
Yeah.
They sell us the idea that you get home, you get tax breaks. B, how long have you been doing taxes?
About 15 years.
Does it give you that much of a break? It don't really give you that much break, and they stripping whatever damn breaks you can get away.
Especially if you're in a different bracket.
Home ownership is essentially, it's like working for somebody else. Yeah. Because someone owns your house.
Right.
You're paying them interest at an exorbitant amount.
Yes, get your language up.
I got the motherfucking word of the day app, and that one came up.
You said you got
you
what?
still ain't pronouncing
the word of the day app.
What's the word?
I be doing my Stephen A. Smith shit.
Come on, T.I. What's the word?
Exorbitant amount.
Let our listeners chime in, because he wrong as fudge.
You pay $300,000 for a house over the course of 30 years, and you've been gave this person $1.6 million, depending on your credit. So you're building generational wealth for somebody else. So it's not really about
you're building it for the man at the bank.
Home ownership isn't really building generational wealth.
No.
What builds generational wealth is ownership, period. Like, for instance, Norman is in his straight life, not in the gay life, but in the straight life.
I don't know what the straight life was like.
He's a realtor.
But yes, and that's what I want to get into as well, because we're told that okay, the American dream is owning a home, but then it's just so much more to owning a home than just having a house. Like, you got to think about location, equity, and all that. All we know is buying a house. And so, like, I've had a situation where I purchased a house, the next year it's dropped $90,000.
Oh, we won't even talk about when I bought mine.
Yes, that's when like the market.
Like, that was in like 7 and all that.
2007.
Dropped
Yeah, because
drastically.
I paid for mine.
And so it's like it was an upside down ass deal, and it's like we get attached to things because maybe we came from a lot of black folks. We didn't come from a home, and in the sense of having a house.
Right.
And that we've owned our home. So when we get it, we get attached.
Right.
So I'm like, well, no. I mean, as much as I love my home, this is a badass business deal. So I'm not speaking for all white folks, but they know how to be on top of their business.
See, here's the thing.
And if your business is bad, you got to get rid of it. You dissolve it. So I got rid of a house.
I'm looking in the chat room, and I see my boy Jay Carter with his fat ass. He said that, yes, life insurance is one of the keys to wealth building. And I fundamentally disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree with that.
Oh, they're making a killing.
Life insurance is a safeguard. It's a safeguard. It's not a way to build wealth.
No.
Because if you're paying life insurance on yourself, how do you fucking benefit from it?
Right.
You can't get no generational wealth from it. What can happen is
wait for somebody to die for your kids.
You can die, and then your kids can get it. But I mean, if you 21 and you get a life insurance policy for $250,000, and you might be paying $25 a month on it, and as older as you get and as bad, the worse your health gets, the more it's going to go up. By the time that policy matures in 30 years, because I used to play the life insurance game. By the time that policy,
like a Nigerian.
Shut up. By the time that policy it matures in 20 or 30 years, you done paid thousands upon thousands of dollars into it.
Right.
Now, in order to continue that life insurance policy for $250,000 at age 55 or at age 60, you're not paying $25 no more for it.
No,
you're paying $300 or $400 a month for it, because now you're getting closer to death, and they're trying to discourage you from having it financially because they don't ever want to pay it out. So I disagree with that. What I do know is that we need to get on this thing of buying houses. Yes. And we have an expert here on buying houses. Not you.
Well, she done own.
I've owned free and clear.
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about
Trump.
So, I'm not talking about Patchbeard over there. I'm talking about the realtor here because I got some questions.
Yeah, but you know.
So what questions do you have?
Okay. You have a lot of these organizations that have these. First of all, I want to get this out of the way from you being from a relative standpoint. Is it?
He's trying to get free advice.
I am. I absolutely am. But this is gonna build his portfolio. Do you think it's? Do you think it's wise for people to go to these house flipping seminars where they spend thousands upon thousands of dollars?
Absolutely not.
So you think that's a scam?
Absolutely not. I've done it. And I have 2 deals, and I never even went to fucking one. You just got to know how to do it.
You have to know how to do it. Because I know somebody personally who went down to Atlanta.
What's the white guy name who be showing this shit all on the TV commercials and get your ticket? We're going to be at the Hilton Hotel.
Yeah, one of those.
On some real shit. Don't.
Right, because I had somebody that I know that when they did it, and they went down to Atlanta and they paid thousands upon thousands of dollars to get a coach. And then the person was supposed to get, make their business. So what they did was went on the IRS website, got them a free EIN number. And
shit you can do yourself.
Shit you can do yourself because it's free. They went and registered. They did a LLC for a particular state.
Shit I did myself.
Shit you can do yourself.
Pretty much.
This is the thing that they're selling people who are ignorant. And what they do is... You
should really, you know what, you should really... I think for all of the listeners,
you really don't need to do
anybody that's listening. What I want you to do as a mental note, and I want you to kind of go to one of these places, pay the entry fee, and just see how many people go to these places and they running like ants all over the farm because one class says this and they move you to this class, but what they're doing is shuffling your ignorant self around to end up paying like $400 or $500 for this whatever they offering, and at the end of the day, the person that's actually holding this conference is getting rich off of you paying $500. Just think, it'd be like close to 200 people with these things.
Right? Yeah. And what I tried to tell this person was don't go down there and spend all your money. Don't go down there.
Call me.
Don't go down there and spend all your money.
I'll tell you for free.
If you're trying to get into the housing game, like me, I stay on Zillow now.
Well, somebody asked, what about the $1 houses in Baltimore?
I mean, they do have $1 houses. They have $1 HUD houses everywhere. But what happens is HUD has placed the responsibility on the local elected officials to be able to make these houses available. And then, like in Chicago, depending on what area they're in, that alderman will control who gets access to those HUD houses. And if you're not donating
to grant money,
he get the grant. If you're not donating to a motherfucking campaign, if you're not doing X and Y, Z, you're not getting access to that. Because I was looking at HUD houses
and I've
on the website, and they're okay. I go on Zillow and I look back in Chicago and I see houses for $3,000-$4,000. They need a little love and a little TLC.
A whole lot.
They
need a whole lot of house. But that's just the land that you really want.
Like Detroit. And you can buy these houses, and once you purchase these houses, you can take a mortgage out on this house, pull some equity, whatever equity down in it, put the money back into the house to build up the house. You can either rent the house out, that's residual income that's going to continue to come in, or you can flat out sell it for a profit and move on to the next house. But I don't think like these get rich quick scams. Like, people need to buy books and read books. We live in a society that's a microwave society where a motherfucker like me almost lost his cell phone tonight because I went and bought a goddamn lottery ticket. That's a microwave society where we wanted to get it.
That's why the American dream is dead.
It's dead because we want it too fast and we don't. And a lot of times,
not willing to work for it.
Poor people are locked out of wealth, not because there is an invisible wall there, because sometimes it is, but because ignorance is there. I mean, you got to think about what classes they have in our schools. Yeah. They don't have no tech classes on finance in school. They don't have no classes on real estate in school. They give you the fucking basics: math, reading, arithmetic, social studies, biology, algebra. What the fuck? Who the fuck uses?
And his story.
Who uses algebra outside of high school? I ain't never used algebra in high school. That's why I never could pass the shit.
Everybody using a calculator.
But I mean, nobody uses fucking algebra. It's unless you're gonna go into some kind of science or some kind of computer programming. Algebra is not even a necessity. I don't understand it. But finance is. I mean, kids come out of school, they don't understand finance. Right. They don't understand real estate. They don't understand how to do taxes. They don't understand none of these things. And it's more so a period of trial and error where they have to learn themselves this stuff. So I really discourage people from, like, you have these credit repair companies.
A rip-off.
Scam.
That is a fucking
Lexington
scam.
Law. Do not sign up to Lexington Law.
Don't sign up to none of them.
Scam alert. No, you can go through, pick up your own credit report
Lexington
and
Law is like
everything.
Everybody. The last probably 6-7 clients that I had between
I've never heard
this
of them,
year.
but
Lexington Law?
Nah.
Shit. They ripping motherfuckers off for $99 a
Really?
month. Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, people.
Doing what you could do yourself.
Go and get your credit report. Go through Experian and TransUnion or whatever. You can go through. And for free, get your free yearly credit report. Click dispute on every freaking thing. What? Even if you know you got an account, dispute everything. Make them people work.
If you want to be a little more meticulous, you can go to a website called myfico.com, myficoforum.com, and you can go to the forums and they have letters where you can write your creditors.
Mm-hmm.
These are very powerful letters. They have the legalese in them and everything. Because that's all these companies do. I see these credit repair, and it's really laziness. People make money. Like, I do taxes, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. It's like the easiest shit in the world to do for me, but I've been doing it for over 20 years. Some people just don't want to learn how to do it, so they want to put that responsibility in somebody else's hand. Shit like credit repair, that's fraudulent as shit. That's just a hustle.
Click dispute.
That's all they doing is disputing, and they're continuing to dispute your shit
you do yourself.
until the companies decide that we just tired of motherfucking responding to the shit. Because just because something's taken off your credit, don't mean that it can't come back if they verify it later on. So, with that being said, how hard is it for the average Joe to become a real estate investor? I mean, do they have to have a lot of money? Do they have to have like an 800 credit score? Or can they just pool their resources with a couple of people and start buying small?
That's the best way.
Yeah.
If you pull it with a group of people, even, let's say for people that's working for the federal government, they got these like IRAs. If they can tap into that, let's say a group of 4, they all come up with a trade name for their LLC. Pull into that and just start looking at properties and getting with like hard money lenders, because at the end of the day you're gonna need like 20% down for the purchase price in order for them to assist with the rehab costs. So I think pulling a group together would probably be best beneficial for the people in the team.
Right.
You don't try to do it by yourself, because I mean, me and my second ex, we business partners.
You and this motherfucking ex.
Yeah, like I had only been in 2 relationships.
X's and O's.
But my second is like my business partner. So we work. We figure that doing it this way is if we about making money, that's all it's about.
Right.
So let me ask you this.
Are you getting off of business
Watch this. Here comes some gay shit. Here comes some gay shit.
We were trying to be real professional on
Here
this
comes
show.
the gay shit.
Since we dealing with exes, and we
jankiness.
already got one that's fucking her ex.
Hey,
No, I ain't doing a motherfucking thing.
Look,
Judge, Your Honor.
we covered a little shit. We gonna take a little break right now because we only got 35 minutes left. No, I ain't got a shit. funky motherfucker. We're about to take a break, a real quick break, because Norman got to go, and I don't think he wiped all the way the last time.
Oh, wait a minute.
He's so fucking loose. This shit just
he's not here for your germs either. He got his sanitizer on the. That's
We'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't y'all go nowhere. This is Streetz Talking Radio.
Oh, what's this music? They said our music.
I bring it back up, nigga. I don't see shit. On the screen, motherfucker. On the screen, god damn it. on the screen.
We back.
We back.
TJ wiped from the front to the back.
Shitty balls.
Flop and drop.
So
balls and
sorry for
crunchy
whoever
butts.
go down there and try to sniff some shit.
Okay, we got 30 minutes left, so we're going to try to be as motherfucking ignorant as possible. Hey,
No.
Trump, you got a show coming on after this?
We are smart.
Oh, ain't that a bitch.
Let
This segment is going to be about shit I seen on the internet this week. I seen a lot of fucked up shit on the internet this week. But I'm going to let B go first. You know, ladies first.
Yes. Okay, so the big news this week, Ray Caruth got out of jail yesterday. Or was it today? Yes, one of them days. So Ray Caruth was the ex-Panther, Carolina Panther player.
Carolina Panthers.
Yes, I believe he was an all-star or whatever. Had a promising future, I'll say that.
He got $3.4 million deal. He had a brand new $3.4 million contract.
Which was big back then,
Which was
right?
big back
Yeah.
then, 19 years ago.
Nice looking.
18 years ago.
Nice looking beige brother. So, anyway, he ended up, that's for all you Aubrey lovers in the world. Get your little
bitch.
Drake on. So, he ended up getting one of his girls pregnant. And I guess he wasn't feeling that. So, he put a hit out on the baby mother.
Really?
Yes. And hired some men to shoot up her car. And she was pregnant at the time. She ended up dying, but they were able to save the baby. So he ended up getting 20 years in jail. And so he just
I think he
recently
did
got
18.
he just recently got out. And so he now has, the son survived, but he has cerebral palsy. So
which I'm sure was because of
right, because of the situation. Yes.
Right. Damn.
Yes. Very tragic. So now the son is 19 years old. So
people are upset about that too.
no, very much so. Like Ray tried it. He really did.
I think the trigger man. I think one of the accomplishments.
Oh, they dropped dime.
One of the accomplices
Yes.
ended up being released in 2011.
Yeah.
And the actual
He was the driver. He was the
driver. And the actual shooter, the gunman, ended up getting 40 years.
Yes.
So yeah, Ray.
He was talking shit. He was like, "Yes, Ray, you going down?
Where you going?"
You tried it on our time.
This the shit. This is just.
How the producer just up and leave in the middle
I'm
of our
telling you,
segment?
I've been threatening to fire Trump forever.
But anywho, so Ray wants forgiveness. He wants honesty.
Fuck Ray.
Honest forgiveness from the mother. The mother's been caring for the son
Fuck
for all of
Ray.
his life.
Whose
For-
mother? The girl's mother?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have her name right now. And I'm
Fuck
sorry.
Ray.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
I'm sorry for her name. But yeah, she's been caring for the son, and she was like, she really doesn't wish for him to like have a relationship with Ray because he's pretty much a stranger. But then
And
like
the son
he
looks
tried to
just
kill
like him,
him.
too.
Yeah, he really does look just like him. But he pretty much tried to end the boy's life. So should Ray Caruth be able to see his son and have a relationship with his son?
I say
what do you
no.
think?
Hell nah.
Me too. I'm like, we still be lined up to whoop Ray's ass, really. So
I would say,
That son look just like him.
yeah, he
I would
looks
leave
just
it-
like him. And see, this would be the point that Trump, the producer of the show, would put up a picture with his
Yeah, at
ass
this
ain't his
point.
seat no more.
right? He
So-
didn't love. I done sent him pictures to put up for my motherfucking second in his.
But yeah, this his son looks
This is the-
just
this
like
is
him.
the-
And that's the
this
like
is
the
the
eerie part.
This is the slander Trump moment of the show, where he just get the fuck up and walk out. My personal feelings is that the boy's 18, 19 years old, and although he has cerebral palsy,
Yes, which is he has development issues.
he has
so.
developmental issues. It's tough. It's tough because I'm sure the boy is curious. He hears daddy, daddy, daddy. He ain't seen his mama. He doesn't understand, probably doesn't understand the concept of his father had his mother killed to kill
Right.
him.
Right.
And he probably just wants to meet his father. I don't think we should really consider anything that Ray wants. I don't think Ray should have a say. If the boy wants to meet him, I'm a strong proponent, and that's another one of the big words.
Having cerebral palsy that he would want to meet him?
I mean, he probably does.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's quite possible he wants to meet who he knows is his father.
Right, because I think aside from the tragic part of it, like you had this guy that was like well on his way to be what is it? A pro? I mean, what is it? A Hall of Famer. Okay. That's what I'm getting at. Like he was well on his way. Right. Like he had a promising future. So, like aside from the tragedy, but then you had this effed up tragedy. And so I know that, the families felt some type of way because this little boy is the spitting image of Ray Caruth. And you have to live with that for 20 years.
Denise in the chat room said that he announced today that he would no longer pursue a relationship with him.
Well, I read that he said he's afraid because the people they have so much animosity towards him, the public.
Yeah.
Which rightfully so.
It seemed like the girl's mother wouldn't even want that to happen as well either.
She said she's made her peace with it. And so, I guess they would have to sit and try to, I don't know. Like I couldn't even speak towards that. Like being a parent. Shit.
One of the things that I saw fucked up. Well, I saw two things fucked up on the internet this week. And Trump, get ready. Just have it ready.
Do you have the picture of Ray Caruth's son? Because that's what you were trying to put up while you were out.
We ain't got time for that because his motherfucking ass left out. Look.
Now you took a smoke break and you don't even smoke.
The first thing I wanted to note is that it looks like Harvey Weinstein is about to get off.
You knew that.
Oh, well, we knew that, but, I don't want to talk about the other guy because we said we're not going to talk about the other guy.
And they don't want to talk about him again.
I find it entertaining and amusing.
How?
I found it entertaining and amusing that
he do sound like Sway.
The accusations that were leveled against Weinstein were pretty fucked up. But all of those people who had such venom and vitriol for the other guy who did his alleged dirt, all of these same people seem to be completely okay with the fact that these women are being said to have had these casting couch moments instead of him doing something wrong. Now he's saying he's innocent. They're saying that he did something inappropriate, and now that he's being let off the hook, the same ones who was marching outside courthouses a couple months ago,
behind the bushes, like that Homer.
They don't have a problem with Weinstein getting off.
I mean, you already know what it is.
Yeah, I know what
you already know what it is. And you know who runs Hollywood.
I'm a little fucking disturbed because the same.
So what makes you think that he was going to actually get some time?
I never thought he was going to get any time.
Oh, exactly.
I never thought he was going to get any time because there's two standards of justice in this country.
Exactly.
But at the same time,
and he's been a staple.
Why is it that we're okay not believing the accuser of Kavanaugh?
But you know what? They're
finish.
not. But before you get into that, they're not even questioning these women who've accused.
Well, listen,
they're not questioning.
We have it in our mind that the accusers of Trump in America, and they ain't something we ain't gonna take them seriously.
Like you gotta distinguish between which Trump you talking about.
Not that
people
Trump.
You talk about the president for the longest. You didn't introduce him.
Not the patch beard. And you have the accusers of Kavanaugh.
I need you to get a new name.
They going to testify before Congress, and nobody really, we don't believe. And now that the accusers of Harvey Weinstein is being said that there might be cast couch issues. We don't believe that. But these 60 bitches. These 60 funky bitches. We
can't talk about this, okay? We've moved on.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying these 60 funky bitches are pure as white snow.
Well, won't you just call Rose McGowan funky too? Because she was accused of. She funky as hell, but she's back up in the corner. Be mad at them.
All I'm saying is this: how is it that when the accuser is white, he gets the benefit of the doubt, he gets the standard of justice of innocent until proven guilty, and the other dude, it just is impossible that all these 60 bitches are lying on him.
Both of their asses did it, but what it is.
Anyway, on to the next one.
Right is right.
I saw something very fucked up yesterday, last night. Trump, put the first one up that I sent you. I believe this is fucking disgusting.
Wait a minute. Don't you come for the sisters like
wrong.
that. What do you mean?
That is fucking wrong.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I'm at the club. I see the one to the right.
What we're not going to do is fat shame on this show.
Now, watch this.
Let's put you.
Exactly.
First of all,
did you put your workout picture up there?
Let's put you in a motherfucking bikini.
Did you put up your picture when you squeezed your big ass in them little belts? Did you put that picture up there? Did you put up the picture when you got your big ass head in that hat to camouflage your scalp?
Hold on, they'll probably look like the last one.
First of all,
that's probably him.
This is
Yes.
What in the Harry?
You got Spanx on.
What
That's
in
your
the
ankles right there. Look at that. Bring up this picture of his ankles. That's him.
What in the Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone type of shit is this?
Don't do that.
Why are women
That's
allowed
what we're
to
not
do?
gonna do.
Why are women allowed to do that to men? Why? Why is that acceptable?
Some men do that to women, though.
Yeah, men are fraudulent as hell.
I'm on both sides of the fence.
Men are fraudulent.
Cue up the next one, Trump.
Men are fraudulent.
Let's see if they got the same
Y'all will
energy.
make it. Y'all will make it like y'all got it
Let's see if
going
they got the same
in the
energy.
club, buying all the drinks.
Let's see if they got the same energy now.
Okay.
Well, we really don't care about your hair as long as your wallet.
Get the fuck out of here.
As long as your Lord.
Get the fuck. You don't have a problem with that.
What in the Jermaine Jackson is going on in here?
What in the let's get serious is that?
But we're not checking for him, okay? Because you're not gonna mess up my my pillowcases at all.
All I'm saying is
that shit does not come out.
All I'm saying is, ladies, had the same energy for these motherfuckers getting these lace front toupees.
But you know what? We don't have to because guys lie enough before you even check on their hair.
You think guys lie more than women?
Hell yeah.
You gotta be out your
Guys
fucking
are
mind.
Fraudulent.
Okay, let's check it out.
Fraudulent.
Women get up and go straight to the bathroom. They put on eyelashes. They put on makeup. They put on wigs. They put on girdles. They put on Spanx.
But whose bathroom are they
put
in?
on motherfucking fake lashes.
9 times out of 10, they in their own bathroom and you laid up in this shit.
So all I'm saying is, before a man even wakes up out of bed and tell the first lie, y'all done told 10.
But you lying in her bed.
Y'all come out of the bathroom, y'all done told 10 goddamn lies.
But you still lying in her bed. After you
look,
the trickery
because
her
he
in the club,
don't know
like
no
you had
better.
it going on with your iceberg on and your Versace's or
It's
whatever.
called Kanai.
Okay, yes.
I mean,
doing it up with your Pelly Pale
See, here's
and
the
whatnot.
thing.
Like you are killing the game.
Hold on, I got it to with
And
somebody.
you going home to your mama and got a dime in the bank, but you just
Hold
spent
on.
up your last little monies on these drinks for sister girl, and you got her going.
I got into it with somebody last night because she seemed to think that was okay for a woman to hide all of that.
That's not hiding. You want to look appealing.
That
is the first picture appealing to you?
Is deceptive.
So it's plenty of people that love that.
That is deceptive.
It's plenty of people that love that. There's plenty of guys
Apparently
that love that.
She don't look like a busted can of fucking
deep down inside,
biscuits.
you love that too.
You out your fucking mind.
You like push your ex's skin to the side. You would smash. You would smash worse.
In my younger days.
You would smash worse.
You've never seen me with something that. You've never seen me with something that big.
Tell us about it, B.
Never seen me with something that big.
Let me go through the archives.
You've never seen me with
Tell us
something
about
that big.
it, B.
She look like
what's the problem? BBWs are winning in the world.
All I'm saying is this.
And I'm not a size.
Now he wants to take control, y'all.
Ladies,
exactly.
Ladies, if you don't want men stuffing their goddamn underwear with socks,
they do it.
I don't listen to what I'm saying before you jump your monkey ass into the conversation.
I've never heard of that.
If men stuffing their socks is offensive,
we rather you stuff your wallet.
If men lying about their finances is offensive,
yes.
If men driving their homeboy's car and they don't have their own is offensive.
Yes.
If all of that is offensive, then the same can be said when you come to me and you got this hair down your back, these eyelashes ain't yours, this spank that's hiding this motherfucker busted open can of biscuits. None of that shit is right. But it's always okay on the woman's side because, see, if a man does it, he's being deceitful. If a woman is doing it, she's trying to enhance her looks. You can't have it both ways because there's some brothers out there where nature had just say, fuck your hairline and push that bitch all the way back. And he need a little help. He need a little shoe dye. He need a little Beijing.
That's what we're not going to do. Brothers, don't do it. We're not here for it.
Put the brother
we're not checking for your Beijing.
With the shiny head up. Put him back up.
Bring your own pillowcases.
That brother cannot help if his hairline ain't shit.
BYOPC. Bring your own pillowcases.
He not only got the motherfucking dye in his hair, he got the beard and everything. Who is that nigga fooling? But why you gonna hold it against him? Because Mother Nature said that your motherfucking hairline is mine, motherfucker.
And he trying to still hold on to it.
He's trying to still hold on to it. You can't get mad at him.
Alive. Yes, we can. Let that shit go.
Let me tell you something.
Let it go.
Them the type of dudes that be accept drinks from in the club.
And those the type of girls you dance with on a dance.
You's a goddamn lie.
All day.
You a motherfucking
lie. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down.
You's a goddamn lie.
Oh,
so, we're going to do another segment here. before we go, this the last one because
you don't want to spill your tea.
What happens is after the cameras go off.
Why his picture's still up, Trump? Get it out of here. I'm nervous.
No, that's the delay. We're on 5-second tape delay, and I don't know why. Oh my gosh,
no, get him out of here.
Look, we have these discussions after the show that you all don't get to see. And last week,
he always running his mouth.
Me and B got into it because if you all haven't noticed in the last 4 episodes, B just likes to argue with me.
No, I don't.
She argues with me just to fucking argue. She don't be having no facts.
No, you don't have facts.
She don't be having no statistics.
You've not said anything prolific on this show.
Thorn in my ass. So last week when we went off the air, we was talking about black hair, the black hair care product industry. And B seems to want to argue points that I'm not making. So here was the issue that we had. You see her taking out her paperwork.
She got notes.
She got notes because she's ready to go.
She know how to write, and she's smart this week.
I was merely arguing last week that the Asian community.
You got a speech impediment?
Yes.
My mouth dry.
You really F to the up this week. F to the up. Your mouth dry. Cat mouth.
I smoked some weed before I got here. Fuck y'all.
Cat mouth.
We had an argument last week about the black hair care product industry.
Yes.
And I think
and you were quoting your receipts were the black hair documentary. That was only good hair, whatever.
So
that was your only receipt.
Unlike B, I like to internalize my information. I don't like to print it out because it makes me seem smarter. I don't have to read from a script.
And first and foremost, he has no hair, so it's up on his face.
This is voluntarily. Fuck you. So let me get back to my.
Let me get back to
because B keep cutting me off, and we ain't gonna never get to this goddamn segment.
I'm gonna let you talk.
I was saying that in the black hair care industry, I think it's like $5.6 billion that's spent on black hair care products in the United States. $5.6 billion, and while black women spend that much money, the stores where these items are purchased are primarily Asian. And I find it kind of strange. Well, I know why it is, but I find it kind of strange where in a hair care industry where African American women spend over 80% of hair care products that's purchased in the United States, 80% is purchased by African American women.
Agree.
While 80% is purchased by African American women, the distributors of these products, not the manufacturers, not the companies that make the products, but the companies that sell it wholesale to the retailers, to the beauty supply in the strip mall. The distributors are primarily Asian. Not only are the distributors primarily Asian, the retailers are primarily Asian. If you go into the beauty supply store to look for your cream of nature, to look for your Shea Moisture, to look for what the fuck is you pointing at?
I'm waiting for when I can interject.
Okay, when you get,
I'm trying to let you talk.
The majority of them, almost 100% are Asian all the time. So my question is why is it that African American women, again, when we talk about pooling resources, while they're allowing the Asian community, basically you're putting the Asian community kids through college.
Pretty much.
So your argument last week was, well, the Asian community ain't no Asian hair care products. Another be arguing the argue moment. But your dispute was what?
Basically, I'm saying that, and we're going to be specific because it's Korean.
Korean.
It's Asian, but we're going to be specific.
All the motherfuckers look alike.
They found a market in a niche that they were able to come in and monopolize on because us as black folks dropped the ball. We dropped the ball, and it's simply put. So they found a market. You cannot fault the Asians or the Koreans for coming in and monopolizing on this market. But that's not to say that black folks, we can't have our own. And what happens is that a lot of these big name, which were once owned by black folks, they make it to a certain point and they go ahead and sell it off. They sell it off to the highest bidder. So we can't monopolize it in that sense because they're selling everything off. So they're not thinking.
Dudley's is the only black-owned.
Actually, I had a list of
black-owned hair care products. Dudley's still in business.
Dudley's is still in business, but the Koreans have totally dominated.
Right.
And I agree with you on that front. But you made it seem as though that black folks can't infiltrate this because Koreans have monopolized. They monopolized because there was a void. And they filled that void.
There's a reason why monopolies in the United States are illegal. Monopolies in the United States does not permit competition, which is the root of capitalism. And the Asian community has basically created a monopoly with them being it's like they the plug. And you got all the street dealers.
But that's the perception that they're the plug.
But they are the plug.
That's the perception.
Okay, so let's look at it from a drug dealer standpoint, because I know you know about that.
What you won't do is incriminate me on these here airways.
You have the cartels over in Colombia that manufacture, they grow the cocaine. They bag it up, they package, they ship it off to the wholesalers. The wholesalers may be the Italians. The wholesalers may be the Jamaicans. The wholesalers may be the Trinidadians in New York. Though they are the wholesalers, so they get the big package. And then what they do is they sell it to the smaller guys. The smaller guys are always very, very particular about somebody meeting the plug. They don't want nobody to meet the plug because the plug, they might go and I'm buying my package for $20K, but if you sell it for me, I'll buy it for $25. You know the same product.
That's how it is in the real estate business too.
Right. It's the plug. So it's really eventually the Asian community, because I don't want to simply say it's the Koreans, but
I mean it's the Koreans. Like you can't deny it. The Koreans have monopolized the situation.
They've monopolized. So my question to African American women:
it's all a choice. They can. They don't have to go.
They don't
to the Korean store. This is my point to you. They don't have. It's a choice.
They don't have to. But this is what I'm saying to you. Like with that incident down in Oklahoma.
And let me before you get into that. Through my research, I learned that the Koreans, they pretty much sell their own brand. So no, you're not going to find a Dudley's
in a Korean
beauty supply store. You're not going to find a Mrs. Jessie's in the Korean stores because they're selling their own product.
Us being the #1 consumer in the United States, I look at it like this: when the Asian dude,
because the Asians don't put that shit in their head and we use it out.
When he hauled off and socked that woman down in Oklahoma outside of that outside of that beauty supply, you know, the community was up in arms, and then they went out there and they started boycotting.
Right.
And then he put up a 40% sale on everything in the store. Black women lined up outside the store, despite the fact that he had just socked the shit out of one of them.
For a bundle.
The saddest part about that is a couple of stores down was another beauty salon owned by a black woman. You would rather spend your money because you can get a few dollars off.
Right.
Than to go and support your own. And it's very disappointing to see black women throw their money away to a community that A, don't respect them, B, does not engage in any kind of profit sharing. Fuck Trump, spicy beard having ass.
Yes, we know we got a few minutes, but we want to shout out. They said Mystique Naturals. So what they were saying that Sally's Beauty Supply was supposed to be like a competitor, but Sally's is owned by the white man. He passed away last year, but he was owner of Tresemme and all that. So like. We have the position and the buying power to dominate,
but we don't
in this industry. But we don't. Like a lot of things, we drop the ball on a lot of stuff, and it's because I don't think we're trusting enough.
It's that's gonna be another episode. Trump is giving us the crooked ass.
Well, hold on, because I seen this, and I hope they still open because they said Lux Beauty Supply on Crane Highway in Waldorf.
Okay.
It's a black-owned beauty supply
store. So we gonna
and that's Lux. In the area. Lux, I hope y'all still open because I'm blowing up y'all spot.
Okay. So here's the deal.
So get your bundles.
We will be off the air next week, correct, Trump?
You still trying to get a bye week?
No, we getting off next week.
Oh my God, it's not even a holiday.
Trump is going to.
You didn't even say shit in like.
Trump is going to a midget Halloween party with all.
A little people party.
A little people party.
Ooh, I can just imagine that.
We will see you all in 2 weeks.
We got 5 minutes, don't we?
No, we don't.
Oh, he really cutting us off?
He cutting us off.
Shade of it all.
Where can they find you at besides the shelter?
You tried it. Don't do that. Sisters be doing it for themselves. You can find me at @the_B Johnson. That's BEE Johnson on Instagram. Don't look for me nowhere else. You will not find me because I'm not trying to be found. Thank you.
Norman, where can they find you besides stripping on 14th and you?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Norman Sly Realtor or Facebook at Norman Sly Hawkins.
Because he's a real professional.
Okay, you can find me
turtlenecks.com.
You can find
all big necks.
JennyCraig.org.
You can find me. Fuck both of y'all. You can find me on Instagram at TJ
DC City Swingers.
TJ_the Chicago Kid. How you know about that?
Or Nestle Crunch. Nestle Crunch. You can
find me on Twitter. Jokes galore. This is Streetz Talking Radio Show. We'll see y'all in 14 days. Bye, you bitches.
Okay.